Auzubillahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the last session, we covered first 5 steps. In this one, we will learn the next 5 steps there as well. So the first 5 steps, let's quickly look at it. We started with the adhan, where you just mentally go in the salah mode, and then wudu will make you freshen up. Iqama make you stop everything else and focus. The body part is where you say you got to learn how to be straight, stretched, and still. Okay, repeat these 3 S. Straight means don't go on either side, and then stretch a little bit so you like a soldier. And the third one is stretch a little bit so you like a warrior.
Why did he freeze?
It's probably some technical issue. Okay.
Looks like Shafkat has frozen. We're just gonna try and figure out what the issue is. Give me a second.
I hope he did on Sunday.
Okay, so basically Shafkat's having issues with his thing, so I'm gonna quickly just open up the. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool, cool, cool. Might be a little bit of echo, so I'll just decrease my sound. Okay, so
What happened? Oh,
We have 2 people who weren't here in the first session.
yeah, Iman and Dua. They're here.
okay, we're gonna be sharing the screen. Yep. I see this.
Is it shared?
Yep, just present, and everything's recording, so don't worry about it.
So in the last session, we went to step 5. The 6th session, we touched on a little bit today, alhamdulillah, to know the meaning. Why we need to know the meaning? It's like, if you trying to look at the meaning of it, where we start with the first ayah, say, all praise is for Allah, the Lord of the world. Feel yourself, you got into the meeting room, you had an appointment, and you talking to someone, and if you don't know the meaning what you're saying to the person, will you get a really coming into your personality? Like if I'm asking somebody help, will I speak like, give me the help? You can't say like that. You say like, please give me the help, or help me please. So your voice go like in a humble mode. So first 3 ayat, you acknowledging that he is the one the only one is deserve for praise, all kind of praise. And then he is the one who's most gracious and most merciful. And he is the master of the day of judgment. When you acknowledge these things, he's the creator, he's the looking after everyone, and he's gonna be the best judge on the judgment day. Then you do the best ayat, middle ayat of the surah, where you say, you put a, you alone we worship, and you alone we ask for help. Now look at these ayah, number 4. Say, we asking for help here. Okay. And if you remember, I mentioned Salah is a solution for all your problem. Now it's a time to think of those challenges. It can be a study, it can be a sports, it can be a social challenge, anything you want to achieve. That's the time to bring in your mind. And then the next ayah say, guide us to the straight path. Mean you asking Allah to help, show you a pathway to get succeeded. So if you have any trouble, that's the time to bring it in your thought. And it's okay to take a pause and think of anything you challenge with. Like, for example, I'm preparing a speech, I'm thinking of in a salah, how Allah can help, Allah can you help me in getting this done? And at the end, you say that I don't want to be one of those who not been bestowed upon, who angered you, and who went astray. So if at least you need to know these meanings. So when you sing Al-Fatiha, you are aware what you're saying, and then you will be aware who you're saying to. So this is the meaning. And every Ramadan, every here and there, you should look for the more depth of this surah. There are a lot of good speakers out there who explain Surah Fatiha in detail. I have listened, I think 7, 8 of them every year, and especially in Ramadan. Look for a Surah Fatiha tafsir. Tafsir means in-depth study of a Quran. Okay, and we touched on a very short today, so as a short talk about that today. So please, after today's session, I encourage every one of you that at least remember the middle part of it, which is where we say, إِيَّاكَ نَعْبُدُ وَإِيَّاكَ نَسْتَعِينُ. Means you are the one we worship, we follow your path, and you are the one who's going to help me. So when you put a stress on a you, then you look forward to everything from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The first thing you ask to guide you. Because remember, your guidance comes from 2 sources, one from outward, one from inward. Outward can be like your teacher, your parent, your friend can help you, tell you the solution of your assignment, tell you to the guidance about your subject area, or you were looking for something, couldn't find it. Similarly, you get a new idea, you get the clarity in your thought. This is help from within yourself. So these both things, Allah is the one can create these reasons to help you. So you need to create relevance for yourself in Surah Fatiha. So that's why people say, oh, I'm going to read every day same surah. What's the point? The point is we get distracted by other things. Salah give us the focus back, make us aware that we belong to Allah, we need to go back, and we need help from. I need to go. So for example, you got angry with someone, and when you go in a salah, you realize, oh, I should not have done that. That will come when you come from compulsive mode to clarity mode or awareness. Okay, so that's the one of the key thing. And same thing is here. If you get a bigger challenge to deal with in your life, and you can't find solution for days and days and days, then pick the surah. Remember, you ask for guidance, and the guidance come from the best guidance source is the Quran. So pick the Quran which you can help, which you can get a help from. So for example, you struggling with some of the difficulties, you can pick Alam Nashrah Laka Sadraka, where Prophet been told you have a lot of what do we call it, stress upon you, will help you, and there'll be easiness. Similarly, you lost something, then you can pick the other surah. Similarly, you have difficulty doing something, so the every surah has its main plot, main thing. So you should read different surah. For example, you are in a Ramadan and you're looking for a Laylatul Qadr. You say Nanzalna Laylatul Qadr. So you read those surah which help you. For example, whenever the session happen, or I'm going to attend a session, I say Iza Jaa Nasrullahi wal Fatih. So this is also encouraging to you, know the themes of different surah, know their meaning. So it's like when you're hungry for something, you eat appropriate food. If you're thirsty, you drink something. If you need light something, you look for snack. You only do when you're aware what food does what. Okay. If you have a fear, you read Surah Falak, Surah Nas. Okay. And if you want to remind yourself about this whole uh, the whole journey of your life, you read Surah Asr. Wal Asr innal insana lafi khusr. So you need to know this, your Quran. And similarly, you looking for the knowledge, say Iqra bismi rabbikal ladzi khalaq. And if you want to talk about this book of Allah, you start from Alif Lam Mim Zalikal Kitabul La Raiba Fi. So you go like this. So what we are encouraging you to know the Quran and keep learning about it and keep remembering this in your Salah according to your need, your what you're looking for. All right. So this is what happens in there as well. So every Iyyaka na'budu Iyyaka nasta'in ihdina siratal mustaqim, the answer is the Quran, which you're gonna read after the Surah Fatiha. And same thing, when you ask for dua, when you ask for help, ruku and sujood is all about your humbleness. So don't be shy to ask the same dua again. All right, when you say humbleness means you show yourself I'm nothing. When you say Subhanallah means He's the perfect. Allah, you are the perfect. I'm the imperfect. So I need help. So that humble, and when you bow down to someone means you acknowledging he's a superior, you are inferior. When you show inferiority, then superior help you. Okay, superior will help you, and you remember, keep focus on the struggle you are going through. It can be anything. You're looking for a new clothes from your parents, and they're not agreeing. You're looking for some gift or something, any struggle, anything you want, ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone. And you will see, keep yourself aware as well. When I say aware, it means focus how Allah gonna help. And you will see the help will come from nowhere. When it's come from nowhere, it comes from Allah. All right? And you will ask the question, okay, I didn't do anything. How did this happen? So that's where you will know your Allah, and you will feel His presence around you. Okay, it's the same thing with the sujood. Don't shy to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You put your nose down, you put your head down. Okay, and now you are just right, feel like you and the just right in the feet of your Lord, and you asking whatever you're asking. So while you are reading or reciting or making Subhana Rabbi Ala wal Azim, you also making yourself add any dua you are struggling with. Okay, and this is another one. Now you're sitting down and you're doing your tashahhud. Tashahhud got many different flavors of duas and zikr there, but you can add more. Even stay still at the end and just be with there. Don't think anything else, even nothing. So stay there, add more duas, whatever your heart says. The whole thing you've been told so far is to make yourself aware. I understand thought will come and start. No problem. Let the thought come. It's okay. Sometimes good thoughts also help you as well. But don't try to entangle with it. I try to repeat again. Don't try to entangle with those thoughts. Don't make a story out of it. For example, you think of a book to buy and you really want that and you don't have enough money. You're thinking of a book and then you think of a story, and from that book you think of your friend. This is called entanglement. You try to be aware, you end a salah, you ask for a book, that's it. If another thought comes, it's okay, let it come, but don't make a story out of it. Okay, so this is the 10th step. We start with adhan, and that with the, I'm just going to show you the 10th step. So what you need to do, you implement one by one. Every salah, keep them somewhere written. You don't need to do all of them in a one go, but Surah Fatiha is the main one. I want you to try start as soon as possible. And remember that you are a combination of two elements, body and mind. If you start, be aware of your body and mind, then you will have magical things happen with the help of Salah. Jazakallah khair. Inshallah, it will help you a lot. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.